welcome back to my channel. I am here today to film my 34-week, 33 and 34-week pregnancy update. It has been 2 weeks since my last update, and I did go to the doctor this week. My appointments got off track, so I am a little bit early because I had to reschedule one of them because I was going to be out of town. So I'm kind of ahead on my doctor's visits. So it was technically my 34-week appointment, even though I was 33 weeks and 6 days, I think. So I did have that appointment this week. It was just a normal checkup. It had been 2 weeks since my last appointment. They weighed me and I weighed 151 or 152. So I don't think I've gained any weight according to the doctor's office, because I think when I went 2 weeks ago I was at the same weight. I don't know. I'm kind of over my weight, you guys. I'm over thinking about it. I'm over stressing about it. I'm just over it. I think it's because I'm at the end of my pregnancy. I'm just over it. And my scale at home broke. I think I talked about that in my last video. So I'm not in a rush to go get a new one because I really don't want to know what I weigh, because I have gained a little bit more this pregnancy than what I wanted to. At this point, I think I've gained exactly 30 pounds according to the doctor. It may be a little bit less according to my at-home scale, because when I started at home, I was either 121 or 122. I always weigh more when I go to the doctor because I've drank and ate breakfast and I have like fully clothed with my shoes on, so I always weigh a little bit more. Probably right at like a 28, 29, 30 pound weight gain, anywhere in between there. I only wanted to gain 30 pounds this pregnancy. I think I've mentioned that in like every single video. I've already hit that and I still have like 5 weeks to go. So hopefully I can kind of maintain my weight. Even if I do gain another 5 or 6 pounds, that still keeps me under 40 pounds, so I can't complain about that. The most exciting thing that I have got this week is my C-section date was scheduled. It is scheduled at the hospital. It is scheduled at my doctor's office. It is scheduled with my family and my husband and work, and everyone knows that unless for some reason I go into labor early, which I'm probably not going to. I never have with my past 2 previous scheduled C-sections, so I am not planning on going into labor early. I just think that my body likes to make big babies and is going to keep them in there as long as possible, because that has always happened in the past. And yeah, I have my date scheduled. It is going to be on a Monday, so that is super exciting. I was really wanting to have my C-section on a Friday because that would have just made life so much easier with the kids in school and my husband at work and just like family in general. But my doctor's office does not like to schedule C-sections on Friday, so I have to wait till Monday. So technically I'll be like almost 39 and a half weeks. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just excited that I actually have the date. I kind of knew that that was going to be the date that they were picked. I was assuming it was going to be that day because I know that they don't do them on Fridays unless it's an emergency C-section, and my weeks roll over on Thursdays, and I didn't think they were going to do it like right at 39 weeks. So I have to wait till Monday, but it is not that big of a deal. I, in the past, stressed out about it, but this time I'm just like, okay, well, it's gonna be Monday, and that is that. What I'm also really excited about is that they scheduled it for 7:30 in the morning, so I have to be there at 5:30. With my last C-section, I had it on a Monday because my days rolled over on Thursdays or Fridays last time around. And so I had to wait till Monday, and they scheduled it for like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, that's just the time they gave me. That's what the hospital had available. So that was really rough on me. Not so much the like not eating or drinking part. I kind of got over that. But it's that you don't really sleep good at night. You're anxious, so I didn't get like a good night's sleep. I woke up super early and couldn't go back to sleep. And we didn't even need to be at the hospital till like 1 o'clock. So I had like basically all day, it wasn't all day, but in my mind it felt like all day that I was just like anxious. And then we ended up getting to the hospital at 1. My C-section was scheduled for 3 or 3:30, and they didn't end up doing it until like 5 o'clock because there was emergency C-sections and babies being delivered. So that was so not fun. I remember just laying in the hospital bed, like closing my eyes. I didn't want anybody to talk. I didn't want anybody to breathe because I was so stressed out. I seriously thought I was going to have a mental breakdown. I don't know how to explain it other than, you know, like for 9 months that you're gonna have a C-section, well, at least for me, and you accept it, but it's really scary. Like, you're going into an operating room and they're cutting you open. Like, it is a very, very scary thing, and to just have to sit around and wait for it, like, it's a little bit traumatizing. So I am happy that it is scheduled for early in the morning, even if for some reason there is like a lady that has to have an emergency C-section and it gets pushed. It's not gonna get pushed till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm just really, really pleased this time around that it gets to be like first thing in the morning. Other than that, I don't really have much of an update for my doctor's appointment. And honestly, not that much has changed since my last update. Obviously, my stomach is getting bigger and I seriously feel like he has dropped. He is head down. I know that. And I think he's facing the wrong way. Like, I think he's like a sunny side up baby, because recently I felt like this painful movement, like a bunch of movements going on, and I think he flipped himself around. Not flipped head up, but just flipped the opposite way. And since he did that, I've been feeling all these like new movements that I really haven't felt before. Like, if I'm sitting too close to a table, he'll hit the table, or if I'm laying in bed, he'll like push on the bed. So it has been a little bit painful, some of his like kicks and hits and like rolls, because of how he is positioned, but it's nothing that bad. It's nothing that I can't handle. It's just, I have noticed that I think he did kind of flip around. That's about it. I still am getting heartburn, but I have been able to sleep at night, like throughout the night. So I don't know, guys. I'm just counting down these days until he comes. Like, I legit am counting down the days, and some days it goes by really slow and some days it goes by really fast. But at the end of the week, when my weeks change over, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that week flew by really, really fast. When I hit 34 weeks, for me that meant I only had 5 weeks left of this pregnancy instead of 6. And because I'm already halfway through the week, I technically only have like 4.5 weeks left, which is just crazy. My husband did pull out all the baby stuff that I needed him to pull out. I've washed the car seat, I've washed the boppy pillow, I've washed the rock and play. I have everything that we basically need except diapers. I'm just kind of waiting till the last minute. Plus, my sister is throwing us a baby sprinkle, so I don't want to go out and buy a bunch of diapers if people are going to probably buy the same size diapers that I would be buying already. So I'm just kind of holding out on that. And I feel like I am ready for this baby, yet mentally I don't know if I am. I know you have 9 months to prepare for a baby, and I wanted this baby. Like, we planned this baby, we tried for this baby. Recently I've been feeling like this mom guilt, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't know how I'm going to juggle 4 kids. It's not the 4 kids that scares me, it's the newborn with a toddler with 2 school-aged kids. Reagan is still sleeping in my bed every single night. She wakes up throughout the night a couple times, so I'm just worried about how we are going to like transition to having a newborn, how she's going to handle it, how like the dynamics of our family are going to change. I am kind of big on routines. Now that we have been back in school, I'm really strict on the kids with like what time they wake up, what time they go to bed, what time we eat dinner, what time they do homework. And I'm just kind of worried about how I'm going to fit a newborn into it. I know there are women who have babies every single day and they have more kids than I do and they make it work. I know that. I'm just stressing out about it because he's not here yet and I'm thinking about it. And when you're pregnant, that's what you do. You just think about things and you nest and you rearrange things and you think about things over again because you're not sleeping, and I'm just a little bit worried about it. I know that I am physically ready for him, like our house is ready, like the kids are ready. We have everything I need, like I said. I'm just mentally scared. When I was pregnant with my second, I was so scared. And I had this feeling like, how am I gonna love this baby like I love my first baby? Like, I love her so much. Like, how can I love anything more than her? And then I had him and I just completely, my heart broke and I completely fell in love. And so I know every time I've had like babies, I kind of feel that way, like, oh, how are they gonna fit into our family? How am I gonna love them like I love my other ones? But your heart just grows, and I know that, but it's like up until that point where you have him in your arms, you still have that feeling. I know I'm not alone. I hear moms talking about this all the time, but it's just, that's just how I've been feeling. I haven't been having like physical symptoms these last couple weeks where I'm like, oh, this has been bothering me or this has been bothering me. It's more like mentally, like I just am trying to prepare mentally for like the addition to our family. I think that is it for this update. I know I don't have that much to update on because not that much has changed, honestly. I have been nesting, so I have been like cleaning the house. We have been decluttering things, getting rid of things, going through things. I've been making my husband do stuff, but it is all just in preparation for him to come so that we basically don't have anything we have to do once he's here. I will quickly show you guys my belly and I will be right back. My camera is at a different angle than it normally is at, so my belly might look a little bit different, but this is at 34.5 weeks. I feel like I'm just getting really big and none of my clothes are fitting, and I feel like he's really, really low. But when you look from the front, like you can see like just how big he is and how low he is. So this is the belly. My stretch marks have been getting bigger. I have been noticing that too. But it's just because he is so big in there. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I think I'm going to wait. My doctor didn't want me to come in next week. I'm waiting 2 more weeks before my next doctor's appointment. So I'm probably going to wait and just do a 36 weeks pregnancy update, not do a 35. And then I'll do 37, 38, and then a 39 right before I have this baby. I am going to be doing a what's in my hospital bag and what's in the baby's hospital bag video, so look out for those. If you guys have missed any of my past pregnancy updates, I will link them in the card up above, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!